Good morning students, welcome back. Today in this video we are going to learn about the different kinds of sentences and their passive form. Okay? So one by one I'll be going to explain you about the different kinds of sentences in their active form as well as their passive form. Okay? So the different kinds of sentences that we have are assertive or declarative. Second one is interrogative. Third one is imperative, and the fourth one is exclamatory. So the first type of sentence, that is assertive sentence, that where a simple statement where we assert something or declare something. Okay, so the statement given to us over here is Mr. Jalil teaches us English. Okay, Mr. Jalil is the subject, teaches is the verb, us English is the object. Yesterday I taught you all that whenever we write a passive form, whenever we transform a sentence from active to passive, the object comes in at the beginning. Because the object has to be highlighted, has to be given focus in the passive voice. So your sentence in passive voice becomes English is taught to us by Mr. Jalil. English is taught to us by Mr. Jalil. There is one more answer in passive voice for this same sentence, but for it not to confuse you, I have given you the straight and simple answer. The other answer can be we are taught English by Mr. Jalil. We are taught English by Mr. Jalil. Come to another example. Sumi writes a letter. Passive form of this sentence will be a letter is written by Sumi. Okay? The next type of sentence is interrogative sentence. Now an interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks you a question. Now when a sentence is given to you in an interrogative form and you have to change it into passive, how are we going to write? In active voice, it's given, did she recognize you? Did she recognize you? So here the question that is asked has did means in past. So your passive voice also, passive form also has to indicate about the past. Okay? So while changing it into past, your answer will be, were you recognized by her? I have already taught you that the verb has to be in the past participle form, the third form. So the verb, the main verb will be as in the third form, that is recognized. And to indicate, to not to change the meaning of the sentence, we have to use the past form. Were you recognized by her? Another example, can anybody cure it? Can anybody cure it? Cure is the main verb over here. Can anybody cure it? Now while changing it into passive, it becomes, can it be cured by anybody? You might be seeing that why sir has put in by anybody inside the bracket. Now understand student, can it be cured? We have simply changed it into passive form. But if you want to add by anybody, you can add. And if you don't feel like mentioning by anybody, that way also without mentioning by anybody, your sentence remains right. Okay, it won't be wrong. Okay, so this was about interrogative sentences and assertive and declarative. The next one is imperative sentences, where it tells us about order, advice, suggestion, command. These all are there in the imperative sentences. Now the next one is imperative, and the example that is written over here goes with the structure that I have written and is mentioned over here. With the imperative sentence, these are special types of sentences where we find it very difficult to how to form them, how to form it into passive voice. So there we follow a formula which is mentioned over here. We use let at the beginning of the sentence. Let plus object plus be and then the past participle form of the verb. Example, carry it home. carry it home. Your answer will follow the given structure, and your answer in passive voice will be let it be carried home. Next one, open the door. Again, we are going to follow the same structure, and then your answer becomes let the door be opened. Okay? Now, so far the sentences that we have seen, they all were in affirmative form, affirmative or positive. So now we are going to see the negative sentences. Now, while writing negative sentences, we have a slight change with the structure. That is not. Not is added with the negative sentences when we are forming them into a passive voice. So the sentence that is given over here in active voice is do not beat the dog. This is a negative sentence. Now the structure that you have been given over here, you have to stick to that structure and then form the passive voice. So that way the answer becomes let the dog not be beaten. Okay? And there's one more thing that you have to remember is that do is never used in passive voice. Okay? Do, the word do is never used in the passive voice. Okay? Now, this was about imperative sentence where we have been given the subject, verb and object. Now, for those sentences where the object is not given to us, how are we going to write the passive form? Okay? Now, these two are sentences which are in active voice, but they don't carry an object with them. So what are we going to do with them? How are we going to change them into passive voice? Students, remember that imperative sentence are those sentences which tells you about order, advice, command or suggestion. Okay? So with these sentences, we can easily make out whether the sentence is trying to give us a command, advice, suggestion or an order. So the first sentence, which is in active voice, says work hard. Work hard people generally say when we are giving an advice to someone. So there, in these type of sentences, the sentence begins with you. You are advised to work hard. You are advised. I am writing advised because the verb has to be in the past participle form. You are advised to work hard. Okay? Now the next one is get out. This is an order. So that is where you has to again come in the beginning of the sentence. You are ordered. You are ordered to get out. Okay? So these are the different types of sentence, and the last one is the exclamatory sentence. Now students, with exclamatory sentence, we don't have any verb or an object. Okay, and it is mainly the verb that have active and passive form. Okay, so you have to understand that exclamatory sentences can't be changed into passive voice. The last type of the exclamatory sentence expresses about sudden feeling, and those sudden feeling do not carry verb or object with them. And when we don't have a verb, we can't change them into passive voice, because mainly the verb can only have an active voice or a passive voice. Okay. Now in yesterday's class, I taught you about the different tenses. Today we discussed about the different types of sentences and how to change them into passive voice. But in yesterday's class, the tenses which we studied, they all can be changed into passive voice. But there are few tenses which cannot be changed into passive voice. First one is present perfect continuous. Whenever you are getting a sentence in present perfect continuous, always remember that you can't change it into passive voice. Then future continuous. Second one is future continuous. Future continuous also can't be changed into passive voice. Then future perfect continuous. This type of tense, whenever you get in a sentence, it also can't be changed into passive form. then comes past perfect continuous. So all these four types of tenses can't be changed into passive voice. First one is present perfect continuous, future continuous, future perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous. These all tenses can't be changed into passive voice. So please go through the video that was given to you yesterday, the video that is given to you today. If you have any doubts or any confusion, feel free to ask me, and then we shall keep on doing with the exercise. Thank you.